Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Torchic from Pokemon. So normally when I started drawing, I start with the eyes and then I draw in the head, but because this character has such a simple shaped head, like an oval, I'm going to start with that first. So we're going to start with an oval, but I'm going to leave the tops and the bottoms open. So let's start on the left side. I'm going to curve around to the bottom of the head. So the oval is essentially about this big. So I'll start on the left side, again, leaving the top open. I'm just going to draw a curve going around the left side and then down towards the bottom, leaving the bottom open. I'm going to take that and draw the exact same thing on the right side. So again, leaving a big gap at the top, I'm going to draw a curve on the right side, and coming down towards the chin, I'll just leave a little gap like that. Okay, from here, now we can draw in the facial features, the eyes and the beak. So in the middle of this oval, on both sides, I'm going to draw a circle for the eyes. Starting on the left, at the top, we'll draw a circle. And then I'm going to draw a highlight on the top left side here. So I'm going to draw a smaller circle inside. Again, starting from the top and rounding around. And then I'm going to color everything else in black. So go to the right side and draw the exact same thing. So pretty much at the same height, I'll start at the top, rounding around the bottom, then going back up to the top again. And then I'm going to draw a circle for the highlight. And then I'll color everything else in black. From here, let's go ahead and draw on the beak. So the top center of the beak comes up just around halfway up the eyes. So it's basically a curve that curves out to the outer sides of the beak. So I'm going to put that point on either side of the eyes, just like that. From here, I'm going to come up to the middle, into a peak, and then round at the top, and then come back down on the right side, and then just flatten out to that point. From here, I'm going to draw the upper curve of the mouth, but I'm going to leave a gap on the left side. So right here, I'm just going to draw a curve going up to that right corner there. Let's draw in the inner part of the mouth. So the mouth is going to be open. So right here on the end, I'm going to curve down to the middle. I'm going to round that out slightly and then curve up and tuck this underneath the mouth. So you can see I'm leaving a little bit of space here, so there's a slight overlap. From this edge here, I'm going to curve down, just following the side of the mouth, rounding out the bottom, and then again following all the way up to the top. Okay, so we got the beak. Let's get up to the top of the head and draw in the hair feathers. So from these points here, I'm just going to curve out to the left and curving up and out towards the right. I'm going to come in, again, leaving a little gap in the center here. Just come in the opposite direction on both sides. Now from here, I'm going to draw one central feather. So from this point, I'm going to curve up and curving down on the right side. Now you can see I'm sort of tilting this just a little bit. We're going to go around these three feathers with a larger feather on the outside. So this part here, I'm going to come down. On the left side, I'm going to curve out to the left side. I'm going to take this point and curve in between these two feathers. So curving in like that. From here, I'm going to curve up to the top. And then I'm going to curve around in between these two feathers. Curving in. And then one final one, I'm going to curve out towards the right. And then tuck this in just behind the head, like so. Okay, from this point, I'm going to draw in the wings. Now, it's just a series of little feathers like this all the way around each side. So what I want to do here is starting on the left side, just underneath the chin, I'm going to curve down. From here, I'm going to curve in, up and towards the chin. And then from this point, I'm going to curve down and out towards the left. Now this is going to be a series of feathers like this all the way around the body. You can make these varying lengths as well. So from this point, I'm going to curve in, and I'm going to start doing overlaps here. So I'm going to come down and draw a curve. From here I'm going to curve back in the opposite direction. And then I'm just going to do a series of overlaps. So overlapping, and then curving in. Up here, I'm going to do another overlap, curve in, do another overlap, curve in. So you can see I'm pulling them back in towards sort of the center of the face, just around the neck area. And then And one final one here, up, and just tuck this in behind the head. Let's take that same thing and draw it on the right side. So again, starting up underneath the chin, curving down, and then up and in. From this point, I'm going to curve down to the first feather point here. Overlap. Pulling that in, pulling that out. You see, I'm just starting to turn as I get around the head. Let's do one more here. Just pull that right in underneath the chin. Okay, from here I'm going to draw in the body and the tail. And this is essentially a very simple shape. It's almost like an oval that goes to a point of the tail back here. So what I'm going to do is right here, I'm just going to put a point here. Here I'm going to round out the belly and then just tuck this in underneath the wing on the right side. So curving around and then just tucking that in underneath that wing. From this point, I'm just going to aim towards the bottom of that mouth with a straight line and just tuck that in underneath that wing there. The final part are the legs. So I'm going to have two legs sticking out this way. Starting with the one on the left, I'm going to start on the inside part of the leg and just curve down and in. Up here, I'm going to go in the opposite direction, so down and in. From here, I'm going to move over to the right side. I want to make sure that I have enough space for the toes. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. So coming in and down on the right side. Let's go ahead and draw the toes. So from this point, I'm going to curve in and down. Then from here, I'm going to go all the way over to the toe. So up here, I'm just going to curve in like that. From here, it's a series of overlaps. From this point, I'm going to curve in, come down about halfway down this line, and curve out. And curve back in, halfway down this line, and curve out. Now from this point, I just want to kind of overlap that leg with a line like that. Let's do the exact same thing on the right side. Starting with the toe, come down this way, and we'll curve all the way to the first toe. We curve in, and we're going to do an overlap. So halfway down the line, we'll curve out, curve back in, halfway down this line, curving out. And I'm going to start in the ankle now. So I'm going to start this way, because I'm right-handed, and just curve all the way to the toe. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Torchic from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like, and make sure you check out our Pokemon playlist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.